What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are your hosts. There's my mic there. The Distorted Theorists.
That's
and
us.
we are here today to talk about something that released yesterday.
This is it.
Ballerina, the final trailer from the world of John Wick. I did that all out of order. Justin,
But
before we get into it.
As always, if you want to support our channel, we do appreciate it. If you would just take 1 second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. Is this a day one for you? I know it is almost going to be day one for us, but
Yeah, because someone has to go on vacation.
I know I'm going to be on vacation when it drops, but we are going to go see it together when I get back. But I know we've been talking about this. We had a little feature in Lionsgate reaction mashup, the official.
Still waiting for our red carpet invite.
And you know what? You know, we'll be honest. We were pretty proud of that. Just to throw that out before our reaction, Lionsgate did contact us and say, "Hey, can we use your reaction?" We thought that was pretty cool. For
We
YouTubers
didn't feature
and
too heavily in it, but I'm in it.
he had lines. He had lines. But Peter, the final trailer, obviously the hype train, they've been doing a great job of online marketing, or so I think. The Baba Yaga is coming, but he's going to meet the Roscaroma. So where do we see we're going in this final trailer? What do you want to see now? Last thing going in.
I'm hoping that in this one, like in the previous trailers and iterations of the teasers and whatnot, we've been there's been a lot of action and a lot of talk about like what's like the story and whatnot. But now I kind of want the emotional hit, because that was what they did for Thunderbolts. Everything was explosions and is that Bucky and the car going up and everything. But then the last trailer that they released about a week before Thunderbolts was the kind of like we're tugging at the heartstrings with Yelena. So I'm hoping that this one is going to be showing a little bit more of the motive behind Ana de Armas, behind the Ballerina's reign of terror.
Yeah, and I mean, what is her goal? Why has she left the confines of the Roscaroma building, or whatever you want to say? Why is she wrapped up in what she's wrapped up in?
And why does she have such a tie? What is going to the driving force behind her to actually still confront John Wick and have John Wick confront her?
Yeah, who's looking to put her in the ground? But you know what? There's only one way to find out, and that is to get into the trailer reaction review and breakdown for From the World of John Wick, Ballerina final trailer right now.
Ice.
When
Excellent.
you think of me, you should think of fire.
See.
Oh, they're showing the meat like kind of right off the hop.
I know you. I know your pain.
The Ballerina. See, there we go. See, now we're getting the anger.
But she looks good in the part.
This isn't done until they're dead.
But like again, she's got like tactical gear. Like I like.
Oh, he just got sliced with a machete.
I still like that she looks like she's got a tactical gear on. So much to say. Like I know there's a scene where she fights in the dress and everything, but she still looks like John Wick stuff.
I keep forgetting Norman Reeves.
Everyone does it.
Oh,
You choose to be a killer.
That was good.
You are chosen.
Bro.
I chose this!
There we go. Anger. And oh, he gets that.
Consequences.
Risen from the ashes.
this is what I want to see.
Oh, damn. Got that special coat.
Oh, that's a samurai sword.
Katana.
Oh, right in the throat and the face.
Yeah.
And the head.
And what, may I ask, is your name?
What is your name? Oh,
You should think
Seen out of Terminator.
think of fire.
Right, because fire and ice.
I'm going to start.
Yeah.
I have not liked any part of this trailer sequence. We've watched 3 or 4 now. It has not slowed down. The action has just up. And I will say, before I let you speak, for anyone watching, it was this trailer of Ballerina that, and of course our discussion, that led me to go watch John Wick. First time ever. 1 to 4. I watched them in like 3 days.
I was just gonna
So
say
I'm
that.
all in now. I'm with you.
You remember when I went to see John Wick 4 with a friend of the channel, and I was like, "Do you want to come see it?" And you're like, John Wick's not really my speed. I don't think." And then now you're like,
But again, that's just, to me, it attests to the marketing, the trailers that Ballerina has done. You know, I'm not saying that Ana de Armas is the successor of John Wick or Keanu Reeves or whatever, but that is somewhat of what vibe you're going to get when you see a spin-off of a John Wick movie, right? But to me, Ana de Armas is being shown to me as the equal to John Wick, and full stop.
Well, I have a feeling that in this we're going to see her be messy. Like, she knows what she's doing. She's clearly going against, but I think she's going to make mistakes, because what we see is from the John Wick quadrilogy, the Baba Yaga, he's at the end of his career.
Right.
In a manner of speaking, but like he's at the height. But there is apparently, I know we're still talking about Ballerina, but there is supposed to be an animated series or something coming out about the impossible mission that he was given that leads him to leave.
I did hear something about that. So
then we'll see him at his peak as opposed to.
But here's something that I'm a little outside looking in, but I feel I've watched enough now to really, I'm into this now. When I think of the John Wick and Keanu Reeves portrayal of him, I feel like he was a married man, he had pets and stuff. To me, he has somewhat of
a pet.
Yeah, he had a pet. But he had like another dog at one point. But anyway, it seems like he has somewhat of a conscience. I know he's killing people left, right, and center, but there's a human side. To me, Ana de Armas is full on, like you said, Terminator mode.
Rage
no conscience,
incarnate.
don't care, kill whoever. You're coming at me, you're dead. What does she have? What does she have?
But that's
right?
what John Wick was before he met his wife. That he was the Baba
which
Yaga.
we never really truly seen.
But that was why he left.
But Baba Yaga, he got the nickname, right? Is Ana de Armas going to walk out with a nickname after this one? Maybe some
Probably
kind
the
of
Ballerina.
You think?
Yeah.
Just the Ballerina's coming, and everyone knows who that Ballerina
Well,
is. Maybe
I think that's good enough, because again, like it's one of those you don't
like send the Ballerina.
send the Ballerina, like Ballerina's
That's
coming.
cool.
And whereas someone would be like, "Who's the Ballerina?" Then you get like a katana through the side of the head. So I was like, okay, but like no. So the Ballerina, cutesy butterfly name, but like the Ballerina.
Right. And maybe that's so. And you know what? I do like that. It is exposing a little bit of lore that we already had from John Wick 3. Obviously, was when we first seen this character. Tentatively.
We
But
saw
I love
her
how,
shoulder.
but that's the way to do it. It's kind of like, and I know I hate comparing this, but it's the only relevancy that I have is the Marvel Universe introducing us to the Black Widows and the Red Room. It was just showing us a very behind the curtain extension of other mercenaries.
Worlds.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do we want to see? Is there going to be more ballerinas? Is she the only one that's branched out?
Well,
what do you think?
we saw in the Romaresca. Is that
Yep,
what it is?
Romaresca,
Romaresca. We saw the leader. I can't remember her name from John Wick 3, but she's
the
at the
director or
beginning of
something,
this,
I think, is that
and she's looking at the little music box Ballerina. So she's either sending Ballerina on the mission, or she's giving her the information of which she's like, and then I'm going to go.
Right.
We still don't fully know what her mission or revenge arc is. Who's Norman Reedus playing?
Well, we also don't know what age and all that stuff she got into this lifestyle. Like, has she been in there since teenager, kid,
They're
baby, adult?
It's like kind of like the Jedi thing. Like, I'm pretty sure they're taken as young, like orphans, and then they're trained to be like that Black Widow, that kind of stuff.
Right. Exciting.
But this is Ana de Armas is someone who has been featured in a lot of action franchises over the years. Like, obviously she's in this one. She was in James Bond.
Knives Out. Which wasn't as action. But I mean, I'm just saying.
But I did enjoy her character. She was great as this panicky little anxious maid or carer.
She is a great actress. And I mean, I don't know if there's honestly anyone off the top of my head that I could think of as an actress that they could have picked that would probably be as good or better in this.
Perhaps she'll be the new Ethan Hunt. Ooh. If you know, you know.
Listen, if Ana de Armas is just going around eating up all the people's roles, maybe she'll be John McClane. Maybe, you know what I mean?
No.
She can keep going. She can keep going.
But you know what? I would go see
What, a Mission Impossible with or James Bond with Ana de Armas?
Terminator. If she was the new Terminator, I would.
Good
go
or
see
bad?
it.
Good or bad?
Either or. She'd be terrifying.
Or even a Sarah Connor.
Again, Sarah Connor is Linda Hamilton. You can't keep doing that. Same thing with the T800 or T801. That's Arnold. You can't do that. That was modeled after him. So it would have to be a new TX2 or something like that. We're in a different franchise. I'd love to see her as a Terminator. I'd love to see her in an Alien movie. I'd love to see her in a Predator movie.
I would just love to see this movie, which we will in just a few short weeks.
Again, disclaimer, we're not seeing, you won't see a night one review of it, unfortunately.
But stick around and hit the subscribe button because we will. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for our final trailer reaction review and breakdown, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, As always, if you want to support the channel, we do appreciate if you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments below, are you digging Ana de Armas as the new John Wick, if you will? Or are you going to go see this movie on day one?
Before us.
And please don't spoil it in the comments. And with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
Keep it real.